Okay. So today I would like to share with you, under the presidency of Ronald Reagan, the Tiananmen Square Massacre. And the three things you need to know are Deng Xiaoping, the student protesters, and democracy. So Deng Xiaoping, he's a Chinese communist leader. He was the most powerful figure in the People's Republic of China from the late 1700s until his death in 1997. He studied communism in the Soviet Union and France. He returned to China with new ideas. His economic reforms didn't go well, which widened the gap between the rich and the poor. Due to his failure, the Chinese students learned more about democracy. This led young people to begin questioning China's lack of political freedom. Student protesters. The students became protesters and roamed the square struggling for democracy, as you can see in this picture. What was it? Yeah. So it stunned the Chinese leaders, and Deng responded to command a crackdown from this incident. So for instance, he brought in military force when the students refused. In response, they built a 33-foot statue and named it Goddess of Democracy. So it's this one far in the back. This is so that is this is called Goddess of Democracy. It's shown there. Okay, so students, those call for supporters and to come and help them. Then the tanks and the Chinese soldiers came to the square and fired into the crowd, killing and wounding millions of them. The gunshots frightened the students. Many students called for Deng Xiaoping to resign. Police came and arrested thousands of people. Democracy. In a communist country, the leaders make the choices for you. However, in a democratic country, you have elected officials and citizens to make choices. So in China, it is a communist country. So that means the government makes the choices for you. So all these people, majority of them are students, but under a communist, they don't have a choice. So the government chose to send in a military force to stop these people by killing and wounding millions of them. So, yeah, but in a democratic society like us, some have the Bill of Rights, while others may have other rules that govern their countries. In the end, there are many choices to live your life freely. Another example would be that democracy protects you from unjust laws. So let's say that you have a So let's say you have a law that says you have no freedom of religion. So this equals, communist. In the U.S., we all have so you have freedom of religion. That is like that's democracy. Get it? Okay. So in the end, there are many choices to live your life freely. Another example would be that democracy, when it comes to freedom, religion varies and people are allowed to practice what they desire. The last thoughts I would leave to you all is that communism holds back all independence and individuality. This prohibits all the communist countries, such as China, to have a fulfilling life of liberty and happiness. So like what I said, the communist holds back everything you have. But yeah, and so this one comes from the Bill of Rights. Okay. So communism is the rules is really strict. So because the government controls what you have, but in in the U.S. we're a democratic country. So that means uh, we have many citizens too. So that means we are mainly citizens. I'm sorry. Yeah. So hope that helps you on the test, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.